Hello friend, good morning. Today we discuss uh, the chapter Underwriter's Account. This chapter is become third year and for semester first of Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University. First chapter we see the theoretical part of chapter, and this chapter Underwriter's Account is numerical. But before we start some problem, we must know the theoretical part of this chapter. It's Underwriter's Account. Friends, his word is as good as his bond. Very important sentence. Bholaram is a never wrong. Yes, he is never wrong and never clear too. Look at his strange statement. What is his strange statement? Mr. X is an underwriter. Okay, he purchased shares of just rupees 1000 and earned a commission of rupees 5000 from the company. How strange. It is so unbelievable. So, how to unbelievable? Dear friends, an underwriter is a guarantor. He guarantees the sale of shares or debentures within a certain period. Share or debentures not taken up by the public are taken up by the underwriter. His responsibility is limited to short subscription. Thus, underwriting is an insurance agent. Short insurance against short subscription. Friends, one example, Mr. Chairman, you look worried. I have come to know what your company is in need of capital, and for that you are planning to issue shares to the public. But you are not sure whether all the shares will be taken up by the public. The uncertainty is bothering you. Well, Mr. Chairman, don't bother about the problem. I am here to help you. And share not taken up by the public will be purchased by me. I shall see that your company gets the required amount of capital. Be sure about it. Take my word for it. Mr. Chairman said. What a nice man. Who is this gentleman ready to help the worried chairman? A heavenly angel, perhaps. No, he is not from the heaven. He is from the share market. He is an underwriter. He is not a heaven. He is an underwriter. And an underwriter is a guarantor. So I say an underwriter is a guarantor. So in underwriting process, underwriting commission is the most important point. For this service, the underwriter receives commission from the company. The rate of commission as per law, cannot exceed 5% of the issue of shares or issue price of the shares, and 2.5% of the issue price of the debentures. It should be noted that the commission is on entire amount underwritten and not just the short subscription. Very important. The commission is entire amount underwritten and not just the short subscription. That means if the public response is good, the underwriter gets the agreed commission without taking up even a single shares. Bole Ram, how right you are. Look, the underwriter taken commission without taking up even a single shares. When it is possible, if the public response is good, when it is possible, when the public response is good. The next important point, that is full and partial underwriting. What is meant by full and partial underwriting? Underwriting may be full or partial. Where the entire issue is underwritten, it is full underwriting. Where only a part of issue is underwritten, it is partial underwriting. In case of short subscription, the underwriter's responsibility is full or partial depending upon whether the issue was fully or partially underwritten. For example, X Limited made an issue of 10,000 shares, of which only 50% was underwritten. The company received application for 9,000 shares. There is short subscription of rupees 1,000 because 10,000 issue and 9,000 applications were received, means short 1,000. The underwriter responsibility is 50% of short subscription, that is for 500 shares only. Then two or more underwriters. There may be two or more underwriters to the same issue. The allocation of unsubscribed shares amongst the underwritten is on pro rata basis. If the entire issue is not underwritten, the company issuing the shares should be deemed to be underwriter for the balance, and the allocation will be made accordingly. For example, X Limited issued 10,000 shares, which 5,000 shares were underwritten by A, 3,000 shares by B, and the balance of 2,000 shares were not underwritten. The ratio is 5:3:2. There was short subscription of 1,000 shares. Here, A's responsibility will be limited to 500 shares and that of B to 300 shares. Then sub-underwriting. An underwriter may reduce his liability by entering into a contract with another person called sub-underwriter. The sub-underwriter shares a part of underwriter's responsibility. For this service, he gets commission for the main underwriter. Thus, sub-underwriting helps in spreading out the risk for making agreements with sub underwriters, the company often pays an extra commission called overriding commission to the main underwriter. Now, these important points is for preparing underwriting account. So, underwriting account now. Underwriting is an business. Okay, the underwriter is a businessman. Naturally, he is interested in knowing the profit or loss on his business. Every businessman, he must want to know uh, in their business profit or loss. So underwriter is also a businessman and he must know the profit or loss in underwriting business. So in order to find out profit or loss on his underwriting business, the underwriter uh, opens an account, and that account's called underwriting account. A separate account is opened for each underwriting contract. All receipts and payments and incomes and expenses are passed through this account. In preparing the underwriting accounts, the following points should be considered or should be noted. It is very important. First point, to begin with, the find out total short subscription and underwriter's shares therein. Also find out sub underwriter's liability. First important point, to find out short subscription. And short subscription, how to find out? When we taken a problem, definitely we know that. Second point, the underwriter pays application money, allotment money, and call money on the shares taken up by him. These payments are debited to underwriting account. These payments are debited to underwriting account. Third point is the underwriter receives application money, allotment money, and call money from the sub underwriter, and these receipts are credited to underwriting account. Fourth important point is the underwriter receives commission and overriding commission from the company. It is credited to underwriting account. Fifth one is that the underwriter has to pay commission to the sub underwriter. It is debited to underwriting account because it is the expenses regarding a main underwriter. Sixth one, that underwriting expenses are debited to underwriting account. Underwriting expenses are debited to underwriting account. Seventh, interest or dividend received on debentures or shares held by him is credited to underwriting account. Number 8, an underwriter is not an investor. He is not interested in retaining the share taken up by him. Gradually, he sells these shares. Proceeds of sale are credited to underwriting's account. Then, number 9, the shares on hand at the end of the accounting period are shown on the credit side of underwriting account, like closing stock in trading account. Now the shares on hand are valued at cost price or market price, whichever is less. When the market price is given in the problem, the cost price can be found out uh, by the following simple formula. What is formula? Formula is cost price per share is equal to total debits minus total credits. Total debits means total of debit side of underwriting account. So total debit minus total credits excluding sale proceed. Sale proceed छोड़ के excluding sale proceed upon number of shares taken up minus number of shares transferred to sub underwriter. This is the simple formula. And last, uh, 10th important point is the difference between the two sides of this underwriting account represent either profit or loss. It is transferred to profit and loss account. So thank you friends. It is the theoretical part of underwriting accounts. And next presentation we see the problem how to prepare underwriting account. So thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Before uh, start this our presentation, you must uh, subscribe this channel, like this channel, and click on the bell icon. So thank you friend.